morning, everyone. Welcome back to Fruitful Lunch Break. My name is Gail Munai, and I'm the CEO of GM Anchor Group. For those of you who've been here before, we've been having interesting sessions talking about how to create systems within your business. And just to recap, also for those who haven't seen the previous sessions, before we got to the how to create systems within your business, we started by creating visions for ourselves, visions for our personal lives, vision for our businesses, and then from there on, you can move on to starting to create a system for your business. So today, we're talking about how to create a critical client flow within your business. This is understanding where your clients are coming from and how they are moving through the business. And to help us with this, we are going to talk about one of our virtual clients, or I'm not sure how I'm going to put it. Her name is Aisha. So Aisha doesn't exist in real life, but we're just gonna call her Aisha, and we are going to help Aisha sort out her life. So Aisha is a jewelry designer, and she has always loved, from a very young age, she has always loved making jewelries, and she grew up and decided that she was going to use her passion for good, and she was going to use her passion to make business. So she decided that she was going to sell the jewelries. So the dream was that every single woman on earth will be able to wear a piece of jewelry made by Aisha. The dream was beautiful. She started crafting the jewelries, and people actually loved the jewelries and started buying the jewelries. Then all of a sudden, Aisha found herself in a mess because there were orders coming in, and she had no idea what to do with the orders, whose order is this, and where to ship this order to, and everything just started to become chaotic. And obviously, as a result, you have unhappy customers, and customers started leaving, customers started complaining, and Aisha felt like this was the wrong thing to do. Maybe she wasn't ready for the business, and she should just quit and just abandon this whole jewelry thing and look after her life in a different way. Then Aisha met GM Anchor Group, and they came to help her sort out some of her issues. So this is what we're going to do together. We're going to stick together until the end and try and grow up a critical client flow for Aisha. What this is just to understand where the clients are coming from and how the process moves down. This is like the very first step in you trying to create a system within your business. So the critical client flow, also just to let you know, I got it from a book that I read, Systemology. Book is available for anybody to buy online. They're everywhere. I learned from authors who have information that is actually verifiable and that works. And what I do with that information is I apply it. So I invite you to apply the information with me as we go through this process with Aisha, and we could possibly go through the process with you as well, or whoever else needs to go through the process. So I've got other people who will be helping me in the room. You know, I'm almost never alone in this room. So Aisha is getting attention. Where do you think the attention could be coming from? Attention means traffic that comes towards her business.
Her social media.
Yep, social media. Where else? Surroundings. So what would that be? Referrals? Where else?
Her website, if she has one.
Yep. Oh. I hope I'm not hiding the screen now. A website. Oh. Like events. Yeah, events. Like networking events. Now we've established where Aisha could possibly be getting attention from, which is traffic that just comes. From here, there's nothing yet. It's just people now know that she exists and know that she's making the jewelry, and they're now giving attention to her business. From here on, please excuse my lines. The correct document will be sent through for all of you to fill in properly. From here on, we move to inquiry. Now, the inquiry phase is when people actually come into her to ask what is happening, or to say, oh, I would like to purchase a piece, or they want to know if they can have a custom design piece. So how do you think she would receive those inquiries based on what we have here? Instagram DMs, emails, how else? Calls. You can call that walk-in, because people just come to your exhibition stall. If you do have a store, it could also be somebody walking into the store. So here's where now the inquiries, or the different ways in which the inquiries can come. Now, when you're starting to build your system, you look at the different ways in which your inquiries are coming, and you start creating a system around that. The inquiries are coming, how do you handle these inquiries? But for now, we're not dealing with that. And remember, these boxes are small for a reason. Keep it small and straight to the point. You are going to develop subsystems out of it, but for now, we're just focusing on what is actually happening at this point. And then you get to the point of sales. You see, in sales, we have more than one block. You could have 3, 4, 5 blocks, because it depends on which business you are in. Say, for instance, we are looking at sales with Aisha making custom pieces. What would the sales process look like? So somebody would have maybe walked in the store, and they come in and say, I would like to have a custom made piece. What would happen from that point onward?
She would probably show them
Yeah. So show existing work. You can also type in the chat the information that you think would go in there. So she could show existing work. She could maybe get the design out of them, draw the design that they would like. Draw the concept, thank you. People love the concept for the piece. We do have artistic people in the room. Concept. Concept development. After the concept development, what could happen? Confirmation of the concept. This could be different boxes, hey? So I just have, because of space here. So it's confirmation. What else could take place? We haven't exchanged money yet. The show existing pieces is like a walkthrough in the store, so that the person can see what already is available. Then there's the concept for the piece. Then there's the confirmation. Then I don't think they will start designing yet. We haven't exchanged money. I think maybe after the confirmation, we're done with Aisha's client here. Depending on what you are doing, for instance, with IT, with us, the process is a little longer. Like, we're busy with the client now. We're still having meetings, trying to understand what the customer is doing. It's like you have to have interviews with every single person in the department, understanding what they're doing. So some processes will be shorter than others. You may have a store where it's just a walk-in, buy and out. So that selling process is super easy. You just walk in, pick your piece, purchase, and walk out. If you go to the supermarket, there's nobody to try and figure out what you need unless you need attention. You go in and pick what you want. All right. And then once they have confirmed, what happens now is the money is exchanged. So it's payment. How can she possibly receive the payment? Cash or a bank transfer.
installment.
Or installments. And maybe the payment is staggered. there's a payment upfront, there's a payment at certain milestones, whichever way it is that Aisha runs her business. All right, then payment has been exchanged. That's the first payment. So this customer is confirmed. Now you can consider this deal closed. You now have to onboard the client. It depends on which business you are in also, but there always is some sort of an onboarding process. What would be the onboarding process for Aisha here? It could be that once they've received the first payment, now Aisha sends an email, a confirmation email with an invoice to the customer. So this is also the onboarding experience is also where you want to ensure that your customer is treated very well. Well, you treat them very well all the way here, but you are also giving a very good impression of your business by offering them an excellent onboarding experience. So with your onboarding, you have like your welcome to the business or something like that. And then maybe you have, with different milestones, you have an email update, something that could be going on, or you have some communication going on there with your customer while you're busy with them, email or SMS update, whichever one works for you or whichever one is comfortable for your business. So you onboard your client. Now he's here. He knows I've been welcomed. My piece is being made, and I can rest assured that by the time I need it, it's going to be delivered. Now there's the delivery. What do you think the delivery would look like? First of all, you'll start by, this will be very specific to Aisha. I'm not a jewelry designer, and I will not pretend to be one. Maybe part of the delivery is putting the piece, the brass or whatever it is that she's working with on fire. What do you think processes would be like? Just give me an idea of what could be involved in here. Making a 3D version, 3D design, or maybe this was already done in the sales process, or it gets done here. 3D design or prototype. What else could she do from here? Test the design. And then it's like here's where you get very technical, right? Then she has to take the raw brass and maybe liquefy it to be able to shape it. So shaping and whatever else happens in here, that is what actually makes the magic here. So your process would be different. Aisha's process will be totally different from anybody else. And once she's done, she can now complete the order and hand it to the customer. She completes the order, hands it to the customer, and ensures that the onboarding process still continues, because now we've delivered and we can tell the customer this is your piece has been delivered, and then maybe after a week or so you do a follow-up. Were you happy with your delivery? Would you maybe like to give us a review? And then maybe 3 months later you let them know again there's a new piece in store or something like that, so you continue. Because now what you want to create is turn your once off walk in person into a recurring client. So he was a customer who bought once and now he has become a recurring client. And this on its own is another process as well. How much time do we have left? 2 minutes. Okay. This is an easy process. We didn't go into detail with everything else, but this is the first step for you to creating a system in your business. So look at it and have a look. You'll get the document as well. If you request the document, just type systems in the chat. Systems, it is. We'll put a caption as well to let you know, and then we will send the document through to you. Go with the document and look at one important process within your business. What is that one important process? And start with that. You may have a lot more than one critical client flow within your business. But you need to start by identifying at least one, and then start with that one, because maybe you are providing more than one product in more than one different way. So pick one, start with that. If you would like us to actually use your business to design a critical client flow, we can do that too. Just let us know in the chat. Also, remember, we have our Tuesday lunch and learn sessions. Some are live, some are online. Check the link in the description, or check our bio as well for all the events, and you'll be able to see which event we have coming up. And you can register for the one that is suitable for you. If you cannot attend in person, you can attend the one online. I was happy to be able to share this with you, and I hope that it makes a difference for you. Please go apply it, come back and share with us what you have learned and what you were able to do for your business. Until next time, keep learning, keep applying, and keep growing. Cheers.